Afternoon to you. This is your BTV News broadcasting live from Gaborone. My name is Kailo Sabone. Now in the headlines, the Vice President attends the 37th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of the African Union from tomorrow. And the BTV District Council lags behind in the implementation of the Pelerian Skills Development Program. While in sports, First National Bank Botswana injects 54 million pula into local football. Dumelang. The Vice President Reslamba Tsuhwane will, on behalf of His Excellency, the President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, attend the 37th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of the African Union from tomorrow to the 18th of this month in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The summit will bring together heads of state and government as well as leaders of international institutions to reflect on progress made towards the African Continental Free Trade Area, climate change and other trade issues. Now, African leaders and heads of international institutions will tomorrow converge in Ethiopia for the 37th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of the Heads of States and Government of the African Union Summit. Now, the summit will look at progress made since the establishment of the African Free Trade Area.
So far, what I can inform you is that se lo sentse se diragala mo malatsing a mabedi a hitileng botona ba mahatsa sele ba ntse ba kopane go buisana ka dikgantse le haroleng jalo e le gore ba thagolela tsela gore bo tautona ba mahatsi mo tsela ka moso ba kopana batho mera se le gore se nka se tlhalosa ke gore mo tsela maabane go buile ka dikgandi le malatse le gore motho ka re o ka kgaogana le batswana jalo tse le gore ne re buisana le tona kwa pe a tlhalosa gore ba hathila dikgang thata tse di tebagantse le seemo sa thuto gore mo Afrika go ka tokafadiwang thuto go buisantswe gape ka dikgang tse di bana le motho ka re go bisana ga mahatse the African Continental Free Trade Area is one of the protocols that has been established by the African countries ile go tsemola lo ka ngwaga wa 2021 ba semela go itsenya mo tirisong jalo so far they were looking at some of the achievements that have been made but one of the issues that was raised with regard to the African Free Trade Continental Trade Area in e le gore mahatsa Africa ba sentse gore ba semolola go lebelela ka ha ba tsamaisang ka teng motho the customs tsa bone go ile gore motho ka re go the ports of entry yalo go rudiswe motho ka re melawana e khoreletsang jalo go gweba jalo so those are the issues tse di amana le gore go rulisa melwana ya go gweba go bua thata ka gone bo visa ha o tsena mo mahatsi a mangwe mo Africa gore ha re santse re bua ka the African Free Trade Continental Area why mahatsi a mangwe o tswa mo Africa o bo go tsena ka visa so dilo tsa go nna le ba di lebelo go thomamisa gore go tsama ka tsela ntse siameng jalo mme sengwe se le gore motho ka re ka tsama re se bua thata a se re se lebeletseng mo le tsela maabane ha phuthego ya botona e wela go na le se ile gore go thopiwa komiti e tsamaisang jalo motho ka re the Security Council sa the United Nations jalo mme le hatsela Botswana le le pata mme di khantsele monate ke gore re paketse re utwa jalo gore le hatsela Botswana jaanong le bone setilo mo mahatsing a le 15 a le gore a dira jalo a lekalana le la Security Council la itshireletso mo Africa o ka itsureng wente ya the peace and security mo Africa ke ngwa di khantsele gore ne di lebeletse jalo mo letsa la maapane mme le hatsela Botswana ba tlhalosa jalo gore maikaelelo le maitlama a bona gore keng bana ba bata setilo mo lekelaneng leo ke gone gore ba bata gore dikgantse tse di ama motho ka re khoberego mo Africa di rarabolole nteng le dinta ba ba tlhalosa jalo gore ba itse gore mo Africa go santse gona le dikgantse di ama khoberego go yalo ga reng ga mahatse khotsa mo go teng maragana teng a bana ba mpa o hilwe jalo ka matse a tsana Mozambique go Cabo Delgado go na le dintwa tse dingwe tse le gore gongwe ba bona ke tengwe di tathawa go DRC mme ha ba kopane jala ele ba etedi khotsa ba le mo Security Council ba tale ka go ntsha le khakollo tse le gore ba dumela gore di ka tisa le dula mo kgaolong ya Africa.
Now, the Independent Electoral Commission of Botswana, the IEC, recently embarked on a benchmarking exercise to Zimbabwe. The main focus of the exercise was to tap from Zimbabwe's Electoral Commission's expertise over the efficiency of their
nna ne re lebile thulaganyo hela ya go hehosa go kwadisa balebeledi ba dithopo ba ile gore ba ka tswa ba tswa ko mahatsha a sele le ba ile gore ba tswa mo lehatsheng la Botswana ka gore go tswa ko morago ya ka ne ke bua hela gore ne re na le ngore go tsa gore la re dia gompe kwa gare se re kgone go phatlalatsa batho le dikgaolo tsothe ya no accreditation la lona ke yone ile gore e re direla tiro bokete bo go lebega o ka rano ka re hitha sengwe ka gore se ka ra observe yani ke sense ile gore thulaganyo e ntse a lone re batla gore ga re ka kgona ra e hehosa le ba ile gore ta nna ba lebeledi le ba bega dikgaba le moteng ba ta bona pharologanya ka tabo dipakeng tsa dithopo tsa 2018
Motswana ta thaloganya gore ga o bua ka tsamaiso ya dithopo o bua ka dilo tse di harologaneng di tsamaiso tse di harologaneng tse e leng gore le gona ga wa go tsena ko dithopong wa bo setse o simolotse go gongwe go na le gona go kwadisa ba ile gore ke bonthopeng go na le gona go kwadisa ba ile gore ba go thopa o bo na le tsone tse ka go harologana hela go tsena gone ko yana gongwe Motswana se ka nna le kakanyo ya gore go ra gore go loeto le e ne le go tsa hela gone ko tshimologong go hela ko pheleletsong e ne le yone kgang hela ya gore magareng ga tsone dio tsetso tse e leng gore di a dirwa go ithela ra o tsena ko dithopong go na le dilo tse di harologaneng tse di diragalang mme go na le dingwe tse e leng gore o ka bona gore nya metse ke sengwe se e leng gore gongwe ga nka se lebelela ko ke leng teng le nna se ka mperekela ka ha yo a se dirang ka teng.
The Tutume District Council is said to be lagging behind in the implementation of the Ipelegen Skills Development Component, which seeks to empower Ipelegen beneficiaries through training on artisan skills and productivity. This was highlighted by the State Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Metalita Monakota, recently when addressing Tutume District Development Committee. Monakota said the program has the potential to improve people's lives and contribute to the country's development. Faith Ditete.
Tutume District Development Committee has been challenged to speed up their implementation of the re-engineered Ipelegen program. Other districts are said to be ahead with their projects.
Local government. The how did you study how to pay the cause? But it's about a project in Sabora. Or number two to a similar project. Make it for the simulole. Maybe like about her banana by it, by its ajana, paper tap, to the project it's on it. What how in the Bana Bali, they are far away. Keep whenever maintenance, take out the pulso, canapul.
Ms. Monakota called on the council to work closely with the Construction Industry Trust Fund, CITF, in order for the program to achieve its intended purpose.
Me chaka o tla go tutume ona le di hardware di le mokawana jana. Tsotlhe di tle go benefit ka tumalano ya Ipelegen ka re dirileng ka teng le re mokotedi le CITF. Ka ke sibulutseng nna re dira ka teng re dumelana ka teng ka gore ke batla Motswana mongwe le mongwe a kola Ipelegen.
Even though the stakeholders were not well informed about the program, they however welcomed the program.
Re a itse gore lenaneo le ha re ka implementiwa nna re ke na le tumela gore le ka re direla dilo motho especially kganya maintenance re lela thata ka makgasa a di office re lela thata ka makgasa a dikago tsa rona wa rona mangwa a hupilwe ke diphego jalo
re ira jana ka gore bana ba ha ba loga jana ga se gore ke bone hela already we have the market e setse ena le bangwe ba ba setseng ba le ho ba ithulagantse sente re na le ba ba logang go di brigade re ira jang gore re ska ra iphithela le gore re tsenya khothang mo go bona ba ba dirang ka diataba.
Ms. Monakota said the program has the potential to improve people's livelihoods and contribute to the development of this country. She appealed to the council leadership to facilitate more education about the program. Faith DTT, BTV News, Tutume.
Karisichele Senior Secondary School head Meba Itzi Kibubonye has confirmed that they came up with an initiative to ensure transparency whereby students account for their academic results in the midst of their parents and the school leadership with an intention of enhancing the school performance. She stated this at the Mulepulule village during a meeting with teachers, students and their parents, where she emphasized that the initiative is intended to enhance excellence by ensuring collaboration of all stakeholders. Lizzie Class.
Karisichele Senior Secondary School is one of the schools which had never performed well in Botswana General Certificate of Secondary Education result for a long time. However, this compelled the school management to come up with a strategy to enhance the school performance. As such, the school head Ms. Kibubonye explained that this initiative of accounting for result by the students can help in closing the gaps which affect the students not to perform well in their studies.
Mera go ithela ile gore bana ba feila ka gore ga ba bale ga ba la tedisi content e ba inetsweng ke matshara. That is to say, they are not doing their part ya go bala. Ene go lomo re go biletsa motsadi gore a ska a nna a letetse batsadi ba rona ba baakanya bana be ba batisa sekolo a ba sa itse gore go diragalang ka ngwana ko sekolong.
Mo tirong yone ya go nna jalo ya go kopana le batsadi ngwana mongwe le mongwe a rabela maduo a gagwe a bohelo jwa ngwaga ha dira form 4 gore a tla kgone go tswelela pele mo go form 5 a na le maitlamo a ra pataganetseng re le sekwele le motsadi. Yanong ba bua gore ke eng ha ba pasitse thata ke eng ha ba feitse ba share gore nna ke dira se le se gore go bohelong jwa letsatsi re be re emelela re le batho ba le bangwehela.
That is a very good initiative. Ke one real stakeholder involvement due to the fact that we track performance ya bana go tswa ko primary hala ko moding.
Students alluded that the initiative to account for the result in the presence of the parents and teachers can be beneficial to them as it could help them to overcome the challenges that hindered them from excelling academically.
Program ya gampieno tota ne a se ke bane tela yone inspiring gape o ka ira gore o lebe on your mistakes gore o ka correcta mo tsele gone se ke itimo go gore le nna ya le nna ke bona ke go nthusa sentle ka gore ke bona gore ke ka correcta kai ke ka irang gore ke le go boketsa maduana.
We are going to make sure to do our best to get our set targets, and what we need from parents is their support always, and to make sure that they can help us going forward.
Bana ba rona ba blessed to have a headmaster like her, and re tlo go tshwaragana tota relationship re tla sekolong re khothatsa bana ba rona le ba se ba ga ngwana mongwe le mongwe motsadi a se tsole motsadi ngwana mongwe le mongwe ke wa gago re dumela alo re tla tshwaragana alo re ba khalemela re ba rotloetsa.
The school had encouraged other schools to adopt the initiative as it could turn out to help the schools in achieving better results. Lizzie Class, BTV News, Mulepulule.
You're watching BTV News, and thank you for staying with us. Now, the First Lady, Meno Masisi, says empowering 21st century learners with soft skills that complement what they learn from the classroom and society is key to assisting them overcome future challenges. The First Lady said this at the Nakinaledi workshop with the Maposa and Mangotai primary school learners in Maposa yesterday.
Maposa Primary School admits boarding pupils from surrounding settlements. While admitting learners in a boarding facility is an inclusive development that ensures no one is left behind, peer pressure can result in a loss of self-direction for most of these pupils. The First Lady, through the Naganaledi campaign, saw it fit to empower these children with necessary skills that provide a sense of self-development and understanding.
Life is very, very complex. And this complexity dictates that you boys and girls are empowered at a much younger age. I believe that the most powerful way of empowering you is to give you platforms that give you an opportunity to acquire soft skills that result in self-development. This will raise your self-awareness, your confidence levels, your self-esteem, and your self-worth.
Despite challenges such as lack of resources and parental support, the school's performance has been outstanding over the years, and the management believes the First Lady's interaction with the learners will inspire them to stay focused on their studies.
There's a mean hostel
Mr. Milili Kenneth was a learner at Maposa Primary School around the late 80s, a time when the education system was still taking shape and mentoring platforms such as this were rare. He encouraged learners to never doubt their abilities, nor let their background dictate who they should become in life. Learners shared that these teachings will play a critical role in shaping their future.
I learned to work well with others, I learned to communicate well with them, and also I learned how to boost my self-confidence.
The First Lady also donated stationery to Maposa Primary School to support the school learning process. BTV News, Maposa.
Itireleng Junior Secondary School in Lubati is celebrating its junior certificate results after years of trying to improve their performance. The results stem from a strong partnership between teachers and parents. The school scored a 75.2% pass rate in the recent results. Lones Kobo spoke to the headmaster of the school, Mebalopi Bakwasi, to give an insight on how they managed to achieve this success.
Itireleng Junior School was established in 1970 with an intake of students from Lobatse Good Hope villages. Since inception, the academic results have been inconsistent, falling below the average mark. This year, however, they surpassed some of the schools in the southern part of the country. This achievement is attributed to the dedication of both teachers and parents.
We intensified supervision and monitoring. And we had many strategies that we employed. One of them, early tracking of performance of teachers, students, and then track individual students, like I said. And then we also had some strategies like robot camp. We had local parenting.
Our stakeholders. Improved attendance, higher grades, and a more positive attitude towards learning are just some of the benefits observed.
One of the
things that I did to like get the grade that I got is that when I got home, I made sure I revised. I met students from other schools and we exchanged information.
Parents were encouraged to work hand in hand with teachers and mostly advised to know their children better. This approach helps identify their weaknesses, making it easier to work on improving them. Lone Sekobo, BTV News, Lobaze.
And that's how we end our bulletin at this hour. Tato Khosumore standing by to give you sports updates.
Thank you, Kailo Sawane. This is In Context, our sports update brought to you by Tato Khosumre. Thank you for joining us. Let's jump straight into our top story. Indeed, there is light at the end of the tunnel. The Botswana Football Association yesterday unveiled a 3-year sponsorship deal worth 54 million pula from First National Bank Botswana. As part of the deal, the women's national team, the Maize, will receive 5.4 million pula annually for the 3 years, while the Botswana Premier League will be sponsored to the tune of 9.5 million pula annually. This was revealed during the official launch held at Lekedi Football Center last night. Kato Khakole was there.
When officially unveiling the sponsorship, FNB CEO Stephen Bogatsu highlighted that, as a commercial bank, they have always been involved in sports and therefore felt the need to help the Maize, especially after their back-to-back WAFCON qualification. Bogatsu said they wanted to appreciate the Maize for their resilience and hard work and ensure that they are in good spirit ahead of the Continental Showpiece to be held in Morocco later this year.
These funds will go towards necessities for the team, such as team meals, accommodation, transport, allowance, and medical care. The funds will also ensure that the team gets the ideal experience during the training camps, especially as they prepare for the much anticipated Council of Southern African Football Association, COSAFA, as well as the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON.
Bogatsu further said, following the recent squabbles at the Botswana Premier League, which were mainly fueled by lack of sponsorship, they saw it fit to come on board and be part of the league in the 2024-2025 season as title sponsors. He also highlighted that they find it fit to partner with the Elite League since they are fully aware of the large number of youth employed by football in the country.
We believe that this sponsorship will also go a long way in improving local football through the BPL. The sponsorship yields significant social and economic benefits for the community as well as the teams involved. Please allow me to mention a few. We expect that we will be creating employment for the 16 teams, 480 players in the Botswana Premier League, support income-generating activities for the informal sector, as well as the vendors during matches nationwide, promotion of women football internationally, creating opportunities for players to be scouted by international teams in order to achieve some level of financial independence.
The BFA president, McLean Litswiti, said he is happy that FNB have stepped in to help Botswana football grow, urging other private companies to also invest in football.
I'm happy to tell you that our efforts are beginning to bear fruits. Today, most of our football clubs have a bank account in their name, no longer carrying money in their boots and paying players from their boots. Many clubs have today hired full-time administrators and managers. Today, many football clubs have full-time coaches who they pay on a monthly basis, I guess. Many clubs are today able to call meetings and, more crucially, produce and keep records of those meetings.
FMBB sponsorship came at the right time as the Maize are busy preparing for the 2024 WAFCON finals. On the other hand, this sponsorship will play a huge role in taking Botswana Premier League back to its glory days. Katlaho Khakole, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Moving on, a fierce battle is anticipated tonight at the National Stadium when Gaborone United and Nico United lock horns in a Week 18 encounter of the Botswana Premier League. Majombolo, who are currently stuck at the bottom of the log standings, will be aiming for maximum points to survive the relegation job, while Moyagolele will be eyeing to close the gap between them and the second-placed Township Rollers, as well as log leaders joining Galaxy. Kagiso Molelekwa and Buitatelo Moaloleng compiled the report.
Moyagolele will be under pressure to win their game following their 2 consecutive goal draws against BTV 11 and the defending champions Joining Galaxy in their last league games, the results that left them on third position with 28 points. To date, the Reds have won 8 games, drawn 4 and lost twice. United are separated by only 7 points from the local leaders Joining Galaxy. Coach Bonso Moloi said they managed to rectify their mistakes, especially their striking force.
It's an opponent that we cannot take light. It's an opponent that we respect with a very, very good coach, Bratina. It's an opponent that in the first round we have played a draw with them in Pique. So that only tells us that they are not a pushover. So we need to be as ready as we can. So we will be ready for tomorrow. We will be ready for Nico. We are preparing so well. We had a practice match against another opponent here to try and sharpen our scoring form and our game in front of goal. We did that. We scored a couple of goals, so that can only boost our confidence as well in terms of scoring goals. So we will be ready for Nico United.
Moloi will be relying on the team's prolific marksmen Tatawana Khamanyane and Moladi Talefang. To date, Khamanyane have scored 9 goals, while Talefang has netted 7. On the other hand, the new head coach of Majombolo, who is also the former head coach of the senior national team, the Zebras, Mokhomisi Mpote, will have to dig deeper to upset the higher-riding Gaborone United. Nuke United, who are currently at the bottom of the log with 11 points from 15 outings, have only managed 1 win, 8 draws, and lost 6 games.
Yeah, the preparations are going well, though we have some injuries, knocks there and there, and the suspensions also. We have a Kelvin, who is, I believe he will not play because of the suspensions. So, but we have some young boys, they are ready. I've been working with them throughout the week, and because if you look at this league, I should think almost 10 teams that are in a danger zone. You cannot tell me what teams that are 18 points. This is the relegation. It's only that Nico of which we still have games to play.
In their efforts to remain in the elite league, Mpoto will be banking on Zimbabwean striker Tinashe Makanda, who scored an equalizing goal against Matebe last week, and the newly signed defender Fortunate Tuelo to tame the rest striking force. In the first round, the duo played to a goalless draw in Pique. Kickoff time is 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. Kagiso Molelekwa, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
In closing and parting, Botswana Basketball Association says they are ready to kickstart the 2024 Basketball League, which is scheduled to commence tomorrow. In an interview with BTV Sport, the technical director of BBA, Shalosh Matsetse, highlighted that this year marks their 30th league season, which is a significant milestone for the sport. Michelle Sokopo reports.
The highly anticipated Botswana Basketball League failed to start last year due to various challenges. However, this year the leadership is determined to set the ball rolling.
We have partnered with Baisaro to use Baisaro as the venue or as the home of basketball. League similar players are happy, teams are ready.
The 2023-2024 season is expected to be a tough one as more teams have shown interest to participate in the league.
Only new teams, the teams that are drop after post-COVID. If you look at teams like Boss Patents, teams they've been there in the league, but after post-COVID, because they didn't have players to play, now they are back, and now we have new teams also showing interest.
However, the league commences without a league sponsor.
Still don't have sponsorship, but what we have done as the league committee was we could fundraise by having entrance fee congregating, and whatever money that we raised, I think we are going to use it for prize money and trophies for the teams that played this time.
The season kicks off with an encounter between BDF 5 and Platinum Warriors at Baisaro College at 6 p.m. Michelle Sekopo, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
That's all we had for you from In Context, a sports update. In Context continues on the other side. Stay tuned and stay blessed.